And I would finish formatting my image here. And put that written by. And I'm not going to necessarily change the colors on that. If I wanted to change the fonts on that, I could. But I kind of like what I have here, so I'll hit done. And you would go through and you would do that for every single one of the images that you'd like to put a message on. Let's say I put a message on this. And I like to use the same thing so that there's some consistency there. Pulp Fiction. Biggest, or maybe I wouldn't say biggest, but first large successful movie. And there you have it. And you can do that for every one of your images. And we're trying to keep it consistent. So I would probably use the same effect, titling effect, because you've got about 20 or so here to choose from. But I would use probably the same for all of them, in the same way that I chose the same video effect, putting black and white on all of the images, or the majority of the images. Anyhow, once you finish that, you may choose to add in sound. And if you choose to add in sound, what you would do is go here and choose some sound from your music file. And all I did was I hit the little icon with what looks like that music, looks like some notes. And I could even select the song that I want and when I want it to play. And all you do is drag and drop it in the location that you want it to play. And there it is. You can crop that file as well. You can edit anything within your movie by clicking it and moving it, or hitting the gear shift, and make sure you're hitting the right thing. And because it is a sound file, I don't want it to interfere with this recording. But you would hit the gear shift and go into that file and crop it with the tools that we discussed here. Alright, so once you've done all that, it's time to do the very last thing that is required from you, and that is put your APA sources in. And I'm going to do that on this very last, right here is the very last thing that I do. So I'll select this. I want it to go in at the end. And I want it to come in as credits, scrolling credits. So I've chosen that as my option. Choose your text, which is that little icon right there next to the transition. We'll give you a choosing menu, a chooser menu. And I'm going to choose the black. It's traditional. And I already have it formatted. My APA reference is formatted here in my Word document. So all I'll do is copy and paste. And notice when you copy and paste, because it is black and white, it's not going to show up. So what you have to do is hit the font. I'll go in and hit it that way. And done. And just like everything else, if